Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right. I'm sorry, Jake. You have to stay awake. I have to have this down because it's too glaring, isn't it?
I wasn't even sleeping last time. Brock was the one sleeping.
Brock.
Was it
Was
Brock?
not.
Brock,
you.
what?
Brock is
I
still
was
sleeping.
tired.
I threw something at you.
I didn't even put my head down
I did.
that corner.
You
That roundabout.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
I think you should just keep your eye
Here we
on
go.
it.
Calm down.
Here we go.
You're the one that like this, man.
Victoria.
Now, you guys, this triangle on the right does not match the letters on the left. Law of cosine, they give you 3 versions of it. You really don't need 3, but they gave you 3, and here they are. But the problem with these 3 letters, A, B, C, it doesn't match the picture. So would you change your picture? Instead of angle R, let's call it angle A. S can be B, T can be C, okay? Then that would mean this is side A, this is side B, this is side C, okay? So get your triangle fixed up a little bit and then let's talk. Alright, this law of cosine has a look of the Pythagorean theorem, correct? A squared equals B squared plus C squared. It looks kind of like the Pythagorean theorem. Now, take a look at what happens here, because they're all the same. Little a, little b, little c. That's sides A, B, C. Capital A is angle A. If you are looking for side A, if you want to find side A, it will be A, not A, it will be A what?
A squared.
A squared equals. The other 2 sides, B and C, squared, and then added together. So A squared equals B squared plus C squared. Followed by, it's always followed by the same thing, minus 2 times what?
B and C.
BC. Well, where'd BC come from? Right here, BC. Look at this one, minus 2A. Where'd AC come from? Right there. Where did AB come from? Right there. So it's always the same pattern. That's really all you have to learn is the pattern. Now, when you're looking for side A, guess what you're going to take cosine of? Angle A. If you're looking for side B, you have to take cosine of angle B, and if you're looking for side C, it's cosine of angle C. Okay, get the pattern in your head. We're going to write it 2 times, maybe 3. After we write it that many times, I don't think you have to ever write this formula, but it's nice to learn it in the next 25 minutes, okay? To find the length of a side, of a triangle using law of cosine, what information must you know? It's either going to be side, or side, angle, side. If I give you side, I've given you all the sides. To find the length of a side, do you think we need side? No. It's got to be what? Side, angle, side. So if you want to find any side, you need to be given side, angle, side to use this law of cosine. Okay. Now I think there's one right below. Let's do it. And let's see what we get. Here we go. All right. So it says the lengths of 2 sides of a triangle are 8 and 10. And the measure of the angle between them is 40 degrees. So I guess what I would do is I'd try to make a 40-degree angle. There it is. And I'd say one side is 8. The other side is what? 10. I might draw it a little longer. Okay. And then I'd connect them. And then it says what is the approximate length of the third side. So what we're looking for is what?
The third one.
The other side, this side. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we had letters? Can we just throw some letters in? Call this what? A, B, C, right? Just throw some letters in. What is 8? 8 is?
C.
C. What is 10?
B.
B. What are we looking for? Side A. Okay, now that I've put that down, can you write the formula down that we're going to use? We want to find side A, so what's it going to say? A squared equals what?
B squared plus C squared.
Okay, that's the easy part. Then it's always followed by minus what?
2BC.
2 times these 2 letters right here, BC, times cosine of what? If you're looking for side A, you have to take cosine of A. Okay? Good? Now, we're trying to find A. If we're trying to find A, I can't change A. A is A squared. What about B squared?
100.
10 times 10. C squared. 8 times 8. Minus 2 times 10 times 8. Times cosine of A. A is 40. And there it is. This is the easier of the two. Side angle side is the easy one. Side 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 is the harder one. Okay, if I did this, you guys, you already know that's what?
164.
164, yep, minus,
20.
well that's 20 times 8.
160.
Times, okay. So it's getting easier looking. A squared equals, this makes what?
164.
164, then if I were you, I'd type in 164 minus 160 times cosine 40, type it in.
So it's gonna be 4.
And then tell me what your calculator says.
3.064.
I'm sorry, what?
3.064.
Not close at all. Are you in radians? Are you in radians?
No, I don't know.
41.
41 something.
0.43.
43? Cole, you might be in radians. Because if you're gonna punch in 40 degrees, you gotta be in degrees. So, is this side 41?
No.
No, because that's not A, that's A squared. What do you have to do?
Square root it.
Square root. Keep going.
6.4.
6 point what? 4? Okay. Now I'm hearing 6.4. Now, to me, I like to kind of think about it. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Because 41 didn't make sense, did it? I hope you don't accept that because some people do. Some people say the answer is 41.43, and this is only 8, and this is only 10. How can this be 41? It doesn't make sense. You forgot to take the square root. There it is. Here's what I want to tell you though. You see all this work I did? Look, see all that work? From there to there to there to there. I can do that so much quicker. Do you guys know that your calculator knows to square this, then add them, then subtract this times this? It knows the order of operations. Could you have just punched this in right here?
Yeah.
Would you do that for yourself right now? Everybody punch in 100 plus 64 minus 160 times cosine of 40. Just type it in. Actually, I should have told you to do this. Sorry, I should have said just do this. Just do that. And see if you get 41, because you don't have to waste all your time breaking it into individual parts. Is that up there really this inside there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to do this, do you? This step's not needed. Guess what else isn't needed?
Square root. Step.
Well, you guys, you know how you punched all that in to get this? Could you have just done this right off the bat? And that is, yeah, could you have just done one of this? Could you have punched in the square root of that squared plus that squared minus 2 times this times cosine 40? Would that have given you 6.4 right away? The answer is yes. It's yes. You can speed yourself up if you want. Or if you like to see it broken down into individual parts, do that. Okay, was this hard?
No.
Side, angle, side, no. Okay, the next problem is side, side, side. We're going to skip it. That'll be our last problem. We're going to the next problem, which is right here. This one, problem 3. This will be our last problem. This is side, side, side. Last problem. Okay, go down here.
Okay,
Go draw this. What?
last problem.
This is our last problem. We're going here right now. Of the day, you said. Okay, I got you. Okay. catch up with you. I'm just trying to get myself a little more room to work with. Yeah, hopefully you're this far. You looked at it and went, okay, they gave me R 126. They gave me, I'm looking for, I see R over there. They gave me 41 for S. They gave me 53 for T. But the question is, what do they want you to find?
R.
No.
Angle T.
I kind of tricked you, didn't I? Put the R there, but they didn't want R. What do they want?
Angle T.
Okay, so really, guys, isn't this what you're looking for right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question becomes this. How do I find a missing angle?
Inverse.
Okay, now,
Cosine.
you gotta remember, it's cosine, law of cosine, or law of sine. For you to do law of
Using
sine,
sign on this one.
for you to do law of sine, you'd have to
I
know
don't
this.
think so.
Just put it quiet on this side. Shh.
For you to use law of sine, you have to know this angle and that side. You don't. This angle and that side. You don't.
No.
This angle, that side. You don't.
No.
You can't do it. You have to use law of cosine to find what? Side, angle, side. You'd have to find what?
Across.
Yeah, the missing side. So you gotta go find your missing side using law of cosine. So using law of cosine, it would be R squared equals S squared plus T squared minus,
We don't get this on the S, do we?
you don't get what?
The formula?
No, because this is a memorization thing right now. It's ST
Oh, do ST.
So
Okay.
it's 41.
times cosine of what, guys? R. Okay. If you're looking for side R, you must take cosine of R. Now, I like to write the formula down just because it makes you memorize it a little better each time. R is what? Put a number in for R. Do we know R?
126.
We don't know
We don't
R.
know anything about R.
R and we don't know. S.
Stick your foot down.
What's S?
This is
41.
41. Plus 41 squared. Plus
53.
53 squared. Minus 2 times 41 times 53 times, whoops, I messed up.
Alright.
Times
Plus 126.
53 times cosine of 126. And this is what I was trying to tell you. Your calculator is able to handle this. Just type it all in. Tell me what R squared equals. And then we'll get R last. Love the sound of
83.9.
That's R.
that's R, I bet. I think this comes out 7,000.
7,400 or 7,044.
44 something?
44.514.
514. Okay, so guys, you got that big number. There's no way that's the answer because this is a 53 and a 41. You know it's not that, so you got to take square root, right? Square root, right? Answer?
83.93.
93. Okay, so that would mean the missing side R is this. The only problem is they didn't want it. They want angle T. But now that I know an angle and the opposite side, now we go back to what? Law of sine. To find angle what? T. Get going. Don't let me do it all. You get ahead of me. You make sure you get there.
Sign.
Law of sine now. You do law of sine.
Me is confused.
So you're gonna have to use the 126 and the new answer we just got, right? Equals, we want sine, angle t, so we go sine of what? T over t, 53. Okay. Cross multiply. 53 times sine of 126 equals 83.9 times what? Sine of t. Divide by 83.93. 83.93. That crosses out with that. Sine of t equals this, right? Point something. Give me 4 digits. 5 what?
0.11. Oh, 0.511. Inverse sine.
Yeah, 0.5111. Okay, inverse sine of t is going to get you the answer. So t equals inverse sine of that ratio. Inverse sine knocks out sine. What is it?
30.7.
How much?
30.7.
Okay. 30.7 degrees is what it was. That problem made you do law of cosine to find r, law of sine to find t. It's a complex problem. Okay? Here comes law of sine. Law of cosine again. But side, side, side. Let's go. Cole, you gotta watch the video on this one. This one's the one everybody gets wrong. Okay? Alright.
Wait, Mr. Baker.
Yep. Yep.
So 53, can you put it with sign?
Is what now?
No, 53, can you put it with sign? And put the T at the bottom?
Okay, I'm lost. Where you at?
Right there.
Right here.
Yeah,
What do I'm cross multiplying, right?
yeah.
That
Can you put T at the bottom
T at the bottom.
if you're finding?
No, it's always sine of your angle over side t. Okay? Angle t, side t. Okay, go up, here we go. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are 10, 14, 15. What is the measure of the angle opposite the largest side? Okay, so it's 10, 14, and what?
15.
15. Try to draw a triangle that looks something like that, okay? Side, side, side. Now, here's the deal. I need to know, what are they looking for? What are we looking for?
Angle of 15.
The opposite of the
Largest angle is found where?
Across T.
Opposite the largest side. This one. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it A, which means this is little a. I'll call this B, which means this is, little b. I'll call this one C, which is 10. C is 10. Okay, now here's the deal. We want the angle, okay? If we want the angle, you gotta know what you're looking for. You're looking for A. So it's cosine of A equals, what's over here, guys? Way over here.
A squared.
A squared. Okay? Filling in the formula would be B squared plus C squared minus 2BC. Okay? Listen, I want an A, so over here had to be A squared. If I wanted B, I'd put B over here.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. You gotta know. You gotta know if you're looking for A, this number is gonna be on this side. Okay, filling in. What's A?
15.
15 squared.
Is this just like the other one, but a lot more work?
You'll see. It's not easy. What about B?
14.
14 squared. What about C?
Don't you have a C in this class?
10 squared. Minus 2 times what?
14 and 10.
14 is B. C is 10. Cosine of A.
He's
You guys,
teaching us and you're talking.
would you
about
discuss
grades
your
right
grades somewhere else?
now? Are you kidding?
That's just really, really ridiculous what you're doing. Stop. I need you to solve this. I'd love to say everybody take off and do it. I can't because the time says I can't. So we're gonna talk about this. Your job is to get cosine of A where? All by itself. Get it all by itself. So you know how you get rid of a number like this? By the way, this is 196. How do you get rid of 196?
Move it minus.
Minus 196 minus 196. How do you get rid of 10 squared?
Minus 100.
Okay. Minus 100. Okay. So you guys, all this cancels out, right? So now you end up with, well, you help me. What is it?
Negative 296.
Okay, no, I got lost because I said, what's this?
Oh, my bad.
Is it negative 71? Okay, this is 0, this is 0. This times this is what?
Negative 2 times 14 is negative.
280.
80 times what? Cosine of what? Angle A. Okay, now look at what it says. Negative 280 what?
Cosine of A.
Times
Cosine.
cosine of A. How do you get rid
Minus
of
A.
How do you get rid of negative
Add
280?
280 to the other side.
No.
Oh, man.
Divide it.
Opposite of multiplication is division. Okay? Now you get what? Cosine of A equals 71 over 280, right?
Equals?
A, how do you get rid of cosine?
Inverse cosine. 81 degrees.
Inverse cosine of that number, which is a ratio, by the way.
81 degrees.
Is it what?
81.
No. There's no way you guys can get this wrong. If you punch this in, it's not gonna be different for anybody.
75.
Another calculator.
70 what?
75.
Yeah. You can't get that wrong if you got 71 over 280. Now, I had to go kind of fast on that. I would have liked to have talked more about that problem, but that problem, side, sit down. Side is the hardest one because you guys, all when you were talking to me, you were telling me to do different things. Did you see how I did it?
Yeah.
First, the first two numbers, I subtracted them, pushed them over. Then I divided by 280, or actually negative 280. I got a ratio of 71 over 280. Inverse cosine gave me that. That was it. This is the one that on the test, you might go wrong. You might go wrong on this one. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bring your book. Your book is everything tomorrow. Your book is everything. Yeah. So tomorrow, it's the same lesson, day 2, which means see, they're gonna struggle tomorrow because, you know, we're okay with it. So this will be all period. I might end the period with a homework quiz.
What is the point?
If you come back on Monday, I can give it to you. It'll take you 10 hours.
And then I'm also gonna be gone next Wednesday.
Oh, the test?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Day 1?
period on Tuesday.
Good luck. Thank you.
I have a free period of Tuesday, so I was thinking I just stay. I finish the first part and then I do the second part. Like there's a free period part of after school. Would that work?
On what day?
Next Tuesday.
So Tuesday in class, do the non-calculators.
And then do
All
the
of that.
calculator part after that. Would that
Okay.
work?
It works for me.
Alright, yeah.
Are you saying 2 o'clock or are you saying 3 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Oh, even better. Even better. Then we can knock it off right away and be
Yeah.
done. Right?
Yep, because I'm going to my grandparents for Easter.
Oh, yeah. Well, how far are they?
They live in Ohio.